Kevin Sidebottom here, speaker, author, and trainer, and I go around and teach sales organizations and leadership teams how to grow trust and influence with their customers and their team members to drive higher revenues and more profits. Today, let's talk about what the leadership teams need to be focused in on to be successful. That's right, the greatest leaders are actually successful by doing a few things. And the first thing they need to do is serve their teams. That's right. They need to serve their teams. They need to be investing in their teams. They need to help their teams grow. So you need to be focused in on growing your teams. I always recommend one kind of training a year that you bring your teams around and actually grow together. That's right. No emails. Off-site sometimes is the best because you can't be pulled into different meetings and you're focused in on learning together. By doing so, you'll actually build bonds together, have the common language together, and grow together. We also need to do debriefs together. Learn what we learned and then talk about what we learned so we can have a common language and discuss what aspects, because here's the deal. When we go through a training, we often miss some things that somebody else picked up. Well, if they come in and they have some good ideas, we're going to add that extra tool to a toolbox, and it's going to make us better. It's going to make our teams better. So by doing that and having that investment, we will be successful. Now, we need to be adding value at every turn. So we do that kind of training at least once a year. We supplement in our weekly meetings by reading books together or doing podcasts, but we discuss those in our weekly meetings for about 5 or 10 minutes. Because if we focus in on growing those people and discussing these topics, we'll all be successful. And now I read about 12 books a year, and I read 10 pages a day, 30 days in a month. You can read about 300 pages a month. Okay, most leadership books are under 300 pages, including mine. And you can go through those and talk to people. Now, most people will balk at that and say, well, that's just too much. Well, do one a quarter and read through a chapter, a month, but go through every week and talk about what you're learning for about 5 to 10 minutes. What positive things are you taking away from this book or this podcast? Whatever it is, you need to supplement those yearly trainings with books or podcasts to grow. Because again, we're investing in our team. We're serving our team by growing them and growing ourselves. We'll all get better. Speed will go up. Costs will go down. We'll make more profits. Because at the end of the day, that's what we need to be doing, is growing and making our better profits. Okay? Now, here's the third thing that I often recommend, and people start trying to tune out here, so I want you to really focus in. All great leaders and leadership teams have salesmanship. That's right. They have the right kind of salesmanship to help cast their vision and their mission and get people on board and generate influence. Now, John Maxwell, who is the leadership guru of the 21st century, and when he's asked to go to third world countries and help teach their governments on how to do leadership, well, he's got so much influence from adding value to people over the years that people will hop on the flight on their own dime, fly down there and teach his principles to those teams. That's right. They will fly down there to help him on their own dime. Influence. They're there to help. Well, that's what we need to have, is influence. And sales actually teaches you how to build the influence. And now it's the right kind of sales that will actually do that. My whole foundation of my program is actually how you serve the customer, how you serve people, how you ask the right kind of questions, how you show up, how you communicate well, how you add value. That is the best kind of salesmanship, is someone who is serving the people. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. If this video was helpful, hit like, share, subscribe. Send it to somebody that it might help. That's why I do these videos. See you next time.